Kravchenko reveals forced collectivization and the camp system. The book is a massive international bestseller. It's translated into 22 languages, and hundreds of thousands of copies are sold in France. The communist weekly magazine Les Lettres Françaises accuses Kravchenko of being an agent of the US Secret Services. Kravchenko files a complaint against Les Lettres Françaises for defamation.
I assure my friend and all my readers which their moral health in order to show the truth during the trial and show to the world public opinion the horrors of Soviet reality and the activities of its agents. I will fight at this trial with all my friends for yours and our freedom.
The trial begins on the 24th of January 1949 in front of the Criminal Court of the Seine and lasts 2 months. For the first time, the Gulag comes to the courtroom. 100 witnesses are heard. The Soviet government sent former colleague
Hello, Sandra, you all right?
along with his ex-wife in order to abjure him.
Make some food now.
Many famous political and academic people of the left wing are heard. Frederick Joliot-Curie, communist and Nobel Prize winner in physics, and Elsa Triolet, author of Russian origin and...
Not much. I'm about to make my lunch now,
the honor of the
as we'll get started, actually.
Kravchenko counterattacks with vigor. He refutes and argues. His lawyers bring in Margaret Luber Neumann, widow of the German communist leader Heinz Neumann, who was shot by the NKVD in 1937. She had been deported to a Gulag camp before the NKVD handed her over to the Gestapo after the signature of the German-Soviet agreement, who in turn sent her to the Ravensbrück concentration camp. Her undeniable testimony heavily influenced the audience. In the end, Kravchenko wins the trial. Les Lettres Françaises are sentenced for defamation. The court's judgment states that the Soviet camps exist, and the Soviet concentration camp system is a key element of the USSR economy. But has the public opinion in France been convinced? It's doubtful, especially in the middle of the Cold War, at a time when more than 25% of the French voters support the communists, and hundreds of thousands of people join the Festival of Humanity. The prestige of the USSR, of the Red Army, and of Stalin, who freed the world of the Nazi monster, continued to prevent the Western public from understanding just how big the Gulag was. Yet thanks to such trials, heavily followed by the media, the thick veil of lies was starting to disappear. At a time when communists and their allies in the West denied the existence of the Soviet camps, the Gulag reached its apex. Never before had there been that many prisoners in the labor camps. 2,750,000 people, along with 2.8 million special settlement villages, and whose fate is only marginally better than the Gulag. The highest camp densities are found in the same places as in the 1930s. In the gigantic region of the Kolyma, where 200,000 prisoners struggle in the gold, tin, cobalt, tungsten and uranium mines, strategic ores for the armament industry booming at that time.
I'm okay. I'm making my lunch now, and then I'm going to do tidying.
contains almost 80,000 prisoners tasked with extracting nickel, another strategic ore. Other regions with a high camp density still include the Vorkuta Pechera area, with 200,000 people working mostly
Tuna
in
sweet
coal
corn
mines
pasta.
and on railway construction
Yes.
sites.
With some mayonnaise. Yes. With some Nando's spicy mayonnaise. Yes.
In Kazakhstan, there are more than
Quite cute.
100,000
Quite
prisoners
cute.
in the Karlag camps near Karaganda. About 100,000 prisoners work in the coal basin of Kuzbas in central Siberia.
Quite tasty, quite nice.
And about
No, I'm not
the same
moving out.
work in the Krasnoyarsk region.
The guy has no rights to kick me out.
About 100,000 prisoners work in the Ozalag and Amalag camps. Among the new symbolic projects started after the war and entirely carried out by prisoners.
No, he hasn't, exactly.
There's Stalin's crazy idea to build a railway connecting the Ural with the Yenisei River, far beyond the polar circle. The project is started in April 1947 and will mobilize almost 100,000 people for 6 years. The railway is supposed to run through thousands of kilometers of swamps and areas devoid of any living soul, with temperatures dropping to 50 degrees below during winter. Every spring, the thaw and floods caused by the rise in the water level of the Great Siberian rivers destroy.
I hope you guys are okay. Yes. My hair takes ages to dry.
At the end of March 1953, the whole project is cancelled. The bits of railway left go down in history as the Dead Way. The Dead Way is the most obvious symbol of the complete failure of a development model based on forced labour. The Gulag camps are built.
Sitting on your sofa, can't be asked to do anything today, bless you.
Like the new roads,
That long hair,
and some of the
that's
trams
long hair
around them.
for you. Yes, it's long, yeah, sure.
Places are
Takes
being
ages to
built.
dry.
The Zeks sleep in tents, or even in wolves' dens, basically big holes in the snow. In the camps, the barracks are basic, poorly heated, and overpopulated. The Zeks sleep next to each other in a long row. The bunk beds have 2 to 3
Terrible.
levels.
Terrible. Terrible. Terrible.
The Zeks are often forced to sleep on the planks directly without even a straw mattress.
Jesus.
Alexei Priadin
Oh, thank
was
you.
sentenced to 7 years in a camp.
I've got a hairdryer, but I want to let it dry naturally, so it gets all curly.
There were 3 big hangars, and about 500 people in each. 3 levels of bedsteads, no mattresses.
God.
We slept against each other on these bedsteads.
God.
The stench in the closed-up dormitories is unbearable. The cold pierces the bones day and night, freezes limbs and skin.
Jesus Christ. Good to let it dry naturally, yeah.
Abandoned and starved. We were lying on these cold bedsteads,
God.
covered with frost. One day my hair stuck to the wall because of the frost.
About the gulags in Russia, the torture prisons.
And I tried to get up. It was impossible. Whole clumps of hair were sticking to the wall.
The barracks are aligned in the zone. The zone is an area bordered by wooden poles, barbed wires, and watchtowers. 5 meters beyond lies the forbidden area. Crossing it would mean instant execution. The streets in the camp are made of planks to avoid walking in the mud during spring and autumn. In the center of the camp is a big open plaza where prisoners are counted twice a day. Exhaustion, cold,
Yeah.
hunger, violence, theft, extortion, dehumanization, humiliation. Daily life conditions for a Zek in the Gulag are like a litany of wounds and pain. Food is every Zek's obsession. Supply is subject to all kinds of events and usually happens irregularly. When food reaches the camp at last, it's often stolen. Leaders, guards, criminals, and pen pushers get their share first. Theft and corruption are everywhere.
Terrible.
So what's left for the Zeks? An awful soup called balanda with rubbish floating in it.
God. Terrible.
Yeah, we were served some dirty and stinky dishwater, in which some herring bones floated.
God.
Someone had already eaten the herrings, obviously. And we had the
Yeah, exactly, Keck. There will be.
We found cabbage cores in there. And we got a portion of bread.
Terrible
A
suffering.
ration of 800 grams.
Terrible.
Inside the bread, there was straw, potato peelings, God knows what.
Vladimir Kantovsky is sentenced to 10 years of camp for supporting one of his professors who got arrested.
Я скажу, первый урок,
The thing that the camp taught me first, and that was important, is that you should get food by any means necessary.
Yeah.
все свои тряпки
Don't
Москвы.
hesitate to say bye to your clothes from Moscow for a bit of bread.
Terrible.
Мешки кусок.
Terrible.
Живешь what living like, I don't know, wild beasts, insects. All our thoughts, all our dreams are focused on the next event. We thought about eating, about getting an extra portion or more crust. We had our eyes riveted on the plate the guard brought with bread on it. And we started to estimate which piece we'd get. Depending on the side, he started cutting.
In a camp, extreme violence reigns supreme. All moral rules are forgotten. It's about the survival of the fittest. Absolute evil rules.
The guard hits you, but it doesn't hurt. It's as if he was hitting a table. Do you understand? We no longer felt anything.
Savagery means survival in the Gulag, and it excludes solidarity. Physical strength becomes moral strength, as Varlam Chalamov wrote after being deported and spending 14 years in the Kolyma. He introduces the 3 vital commandments of a Zek. You shall not trust anyone. You shall not fear anyone. You shall not ask anyone for anything.
Yeah.
One of them could come down her bedstead, and the other couldn't climb up. How could they have helped each other?
Julius Margolin is a Polish writer who spent 5 years in the Gulag. He wrote, "In the camp, we had neither the desire nor the possibility to save those who fell. Everyone was too busy with themselves. Philanthropy in the camp is like cologne poured in a slaughterhouse." Civilization stops at the gate of the camp. Forgetting others is the price to survive.
Yeah.
The only well-structured organization accepted something specific to Soviet camps was the world of criminals. Violence, rights, language, tattoos, all perceived as signs of gratitude.
То есть Уголовники там жили
Criminals had a good life in the camp.
хорошо. Питались,
They ate well, drank well.
женский барак.
Nearby was the women's camp. So sometimes we could see women on the bedstead.
На нарах были.
Когда мы сели, sitting on the grass with our things, then comes a pack.
Идет какая-то
These weren't people,
людей,
but creatures that didn't speak Russian.
существ,
They could only swear.
нет русского языка. Один маг. Это идут уголовники.
These were criminals coming our way. Here they are, stealing all our things. And we're completely petrified. We don't understand who those people are. Those people who took everything from us.
Ободрали, как ниточку каждая.
In the beginning of the 1950s, the Gulag is no longer profitable. Investigations in 1951 to 1952 in the main camps show the administration was making a loss. This demonstrated the rapid decline of the Gulag's profitability. Many major sites are very delayed.
Terrible.
Stalin dies on the 5th of March, 1953. A general feeling of shock sweeps over many Soviets when hearing the news the next day on Radio Moscow. They realize that Stalin's death, after 25 years of ruling supreme, means the end of an era. However, amid the camps and special settlement villages, people are happy.
Yeah. Horrible bastard.
Yeah. Our reaction,
Ну, большинство это там бывшие зэки.
most of the old Zeks and deported just shouted hooray.
Да. Ну, see, нас,
Oh, but the officers and the guys like that, they had a face like this.
ну, они. У них одна
It
реакция.
was their reaction. And we reacted differently. He's dead. And we celebrated.
Собрались, по этому поводу выпили.
It all stood up. We shouted and we all started to clap our hands. That's how it happened.
Israel Mazouz was sentenced to 7 years in the camps because he accidentally knocked a statue of Stalin over.
Надзиратели, они не входили в зону.
Guards didn't step inside the camp for 2 or 3 days.
Услуг.
What a mess it was. The mustache had finally died. Everyone said before, God damn it, Georgians can live 100 years. And talking about it amongst ourselves, we said, no way is this going to happen.
Stalin had always acted as though he was immortal, and the question of succession would never arise. During his last years, he used to tell his closest companions, Beria, Khrushchev, Malenkov, Bulganin, Kaganovich, the very people carrying his coffin, "What would you do without me? You are more powerless than newly born blind kittens." But soon, the battle for succession among Stalin's heirs begins. All of them were involved in the Soviet regime's mass crimes. Nikita Khrushchev is in control. He's happy and cunning and successfully removes his opponents. Just a couple of weeks after the dictator's death, a massive change is underway. A change the Soviet author Ilya Ehrenberg compared to Thor in a famous text. On March the 27th, 1953, barely 3 weeks after Stalin's death, a major amnesty is decided by the all-powerful head of state security, Lavrentiy Beria. He wants to skim the fat off the Gulag and make it more profitable.
After Stalin's death, we felt we were moving toward freedom. But everything went very fast. The photographer came, took a picture of us for the pass that allowed us to leave the camp without guards. We left the camp, and we found some girls to have a good time with.
All prisoners with a sentence below 5 years are freed, along with pregnant women or women with a child below 10 years old, minors, people above 50, and handicapped people, and those who can't work. Political prisoners sentenced for counter-revolutionary crimes, along with repeat offenders, aren't included in the amnesty, however. In total, that's 1.2 million convicts, a bit less than half of all prisoners in the Gulag, who are freed during the summer of 1953. Among them, there's Varlam Kalamov, who spent 17 years in the Gulag. He can finally leave the Kolyma and write his memoirs as a Zek. Tales of the Kolyma will be published 30 years later. Beria is arrested in July 1953. The master of the political police and the Gulag since 1938, Stalin's henchman, is charged with treason and espionage. The context of his execution is blurry. Political prisoners use Beria's death as an opportunity to demand a revision of their sentence, and even to ask for immediate freedom. Many political prisoners excluded from the amnesty go on a strike. During the summer of 1953, the major special camps in Norilsk, Vorkuta, and near Karaganda in
Hello everyone,
Kazakhstan are
and now I'm
restored.
having tuna with sweet
The
corn
rebellions are unusually
pasta.
well organized.
and some Nando's peri mayonnaise. Very tasty.
That have been created to control the situation inside the camp.
Sweet corn,
We decided to build our own weapons.
Nando's
What kind of weapons?
mayonnaise.
I kept some beers with the boys to take later to A&E.
Lev Nato was arrested in 1948 and charged with espionage. He is kept in Norilsk when the rebellion begins. The authorities negotiate with the prisoners and yield to many of their demands.
One of the first demands was to remove ID numbers. And they said, starting now, you can remove the ID numbers. And that was followed by a general feeling of enthusiasm. ID numbers were sold on our clothes. We took them off right away and threw them onto the ground, shouting, hooray!
We didn't go to work. It wasn't a strike anymore. It was a revolution. We had declared a revolution. And when they came to talk to us, we answered by screaming. 4,000 women screamed, "Freedom or death! Freedom or death!" They shouted too, but we shouted louder. You know, when 4,000 women start shouting, that's a lot of noise. In order to restore order, the guards opened fire. In Norilsk, Vorkuta, in the Karlag, hundreds of prisoners are killed and hundreds of others are wounded. When we reached the camp, it was empty, dead. We were put in a barrack.
The place was covered with bullet holes. The place was made of wood. And there was blood everywhere, along with pieces of human brain. We didn't understand anything. We were told to clean up everything quickly.
The 20th Congress of the Communist Party takes place in 1956. Nikita Khrushchev gives his famous secret report speech behind closed doors, revealing Stalin's crimes. At this point, Khrushchev has been a member of the first circle of leaders since the end of the 1930s. He frees himself from any responsibility in these mass crimes, on top of revealing only a fraction of them. Yet even if the document isn't neutral or complete, it has the effect of a bomb in the communist world. That's the beginning of de-Stalinization. The Gulag is disassembled. Almost 500,000 prisoners sentenced because of Article 58 of the Penal Code leave the camps. Yet only a few of them will receive proper reinstatement. In Vorkuta, just like elsewhere, the convicts are freed. Among them, Polish people are waiting for an authorization to go back to their country. Stanislav Kielka fought in the clandestine Polish army during the war and was arrested by the Germans. He managed to escape, but got captured by the Russians in 1945 and was deported to Vorkuta. While being held prisoner, he managed to build a camera and to take pictures of the camp secretly. In 1956, he celebrates his freedom by doing some ice skating in front of the camp. Following top-level negotiations between the government of the Federal Republic of Germany and the Soviet government, German war prisoners are freed and sent back to their country more than 10 years after the war. At the same time, more than 1 million Soviet citizens of German origin deported during the war are allowed to leave their exile. The decision is extended during 1956 to other punished people, such as Chechens, who were collectively deported during the war. The thaw continues in Moscow. Khrushchev speeds up the process of removing the gulags. In 1957, there are only about 15,000 political prisoners left in the camps, 30 times less than in 1953. In 1958, the infamous Article 58 of the Penal Code, the one defining counter-revolutionary crimes at the core of mass repression, is erased. The number of political sentences suddenly drops and reaches a couple of hundreds per year maximum. A symbol indeed. In 1962, Nikita Khrushchev welcomes Alexander Solzhenitsyn to the Kremlin, the first Soviet to authorize the release in the USSR of One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich, the novel written by the former Zek, who describes the fate of millions of Soviets who went through the Gulag. In many ways, the publishing of Solzhenitsyn's book is the apex of Khrushchev's thaw. Soon after, Khrushchev is overthrown and replaced by Brezhnev, and a new period of tensions begins. The issue of the Gulag becomes taboo once more in the public space. Only in private environments are memories of the camps and repressions kept alive, even if people don't dare talk about it, even to their families.
And we thought that when leaving the camps, well, I thought that once freed, I would tell everyone about what happened, all our torments and ordeal, and have to complain about my fate. But after leaving the camp, we came into a world where it was actually impossible to talk.
I was holding on. I didn't say anything, but I had it all in me. One day I saw a document. It was written that my grandfather's brother, Ivan Tarantievich, had been removed from the kulaks. I didn't want to know more. I didn't have the strength. I didn't want to reopen a wound. All of this. Let it go away.
In December 1973, the Russian version of the Gulag Archipelago is published in Paris. The manuscript had secretly been taken away from the USSR and described a Soviet concentration camp system that Solzhenitsyn had experienced firsthand. This essay in historical investigation is based on many testimonies and reliable documents and shows the sheer size of the Gulag. The book is a bestseller, and Solzhenitsyn becomes famous worldwide. He is arrested in Moscow on the 12th of February 1974, loses his Soviet nationality, and is expelled. Solzhenitsyn reaches Western Europe, where his book, The Gulag Archipelago, leads to political and ideological upheaval. After dozens of books over half a century, trying to raise awareness about the repression in the country of socialism without much success, Alexander Solzhenitsyn's work finally succeeds in breaking the wall of lies and indifference. After the fall of communism, the new Russian state doesn't try to maintain the places where millions of Soviet citizens were held and executed during the Stalin era. Only the non-governmental association Memorial, created by dissident Andrei Sakharov during Perestroika, is striving to record the memories of millions of people who were moved, deported, or held captive, along with millions of deaths. The scars of this tragedy remain today, in the middle of endless expanse.
Excuse me. Mother bird. Mother bird. Mother bird. Excuse me.
All right, we gotta get back to the boat. All right. Hey, man. Okay. Strip down. Open it.
What a shithole.
Inside BNC.
Call up, boy. Hey. You see any? Fresh fish, you want your pasta? Hey, what's your pasta? You see any? I see pasta, I sleep. I'm a litmus. Like a litmus paper. When it gets so cold, my face gets blue. When it's hot, my face gets red. Inside speed. Go out. Ward wants to see you. This file says Frank D.
Hello. I'm going to do some tidying soon. Yes?
If you disobey they send you to prison. If you disobey the rules of the prison, they send you to us. Alcatraz is not like any other prison in the United States. Here, every inmate is confined alone to an individual cell. Unlike my predecessors, Wardens Johnson and Blackwell, I don't have good conduct programs. I do not have inmate counselors. Inmates here have no say in what they do as they're told. You're not permitted to have newspapers or magazines, carry news. Knowledge of the outside world is what we tell you. From this day on, your world will be everything that happens in this building. You will shave once a day. You will shower twice a week. Cut your hair once a month. Now, privileges. You can talk, you can work. Other institutions hand out work, but here it's a privilege that you have to earn. I promise you, it's a privilege that you want. Visitors, you're allowed 2 a month. They cannot be former inmates of this or any other prison. All names that you submit will be carefully checked by the FBI. What names do you have in mind? I can't think of any offhand. Family members. No family. Alcatraz is a maximum security prison with very few privileges. We don't make good citizens, but we make good prisoners. Burglary, armed robbery, grand larceny. You've escaped from quite a few prisons, haven't you? That's why Alcatraz was built to keep all the rotten eggs in one basket. I was specially chosen to make sure that the stink from the basket does not escape. Since I've been warned, a few people have tried to escape. Most of them have been recaptured. Those that haven't have been killed or drowned in the bay. No one has ever escaped from Alcatraz. And no one ever will.
Hello. How are you? Oh, thank you. If you say so. You're good. Good news. I'm watching Escape from Alcatraz.
Do every word together? Sure, even to bed together. And when I wash, he washes. That way we sleep night together. Come eat.
Oh, thank you. Bless you. I'm watching Escape from Alcatraz. Sounds like Harry Potter. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, so cheeky.
Whoa. Where did they transfer you from? Atlanta. Now he's found Atlanta.
I never saw it.
I'm feeling okay today. I'm about to make a coffee. I'm going to tidy up the kitchen.
I'm looking for a new pot. Good luck. You don't understand. I just found it. You show her what you can do.
Somebody in the library. Yes, okay.
Like a live kitchen clean. Yeah, I'm going to do a live kitchen clean on TikTok, yes. That's right, my friend. Yes, that is. It's going to be so much fun. Also good things. Also cheeky time. Yes, we're going to have a cheeky time together. When you think about it, yes.
What you want, boy?
Pull somebody down here to work.
Can you read? Boy?
As long as it's in the English language. Boy.
You treat them all like wolf.
Wolf wanted to get from
That's...
me.
Well, you don't have TikTok. Oh, sorry, buddy. So sad story.
Card to the cells.
Oh, what a shame.
The cons down here.
I love my fans.
You see any chairs?
How come?
This is the rock, man. They don't want you doing anything here. Time. Boy, freaking time. Rock breaks too stiffly. He brings her.
Yeah, it's a very big tragedy.
White breaks.
Oh my. You don't like TikTok, no?
What did it do for you? What happens when you get out?
I won't. 10 years ago, I was in this bar in Alabama when two Jews started hassling me. That was their first mistake. They pulled knives. That was their second mistake. They didn't know how to use them. That was the last mistake they ever made. I got 2 99-year sentences, back to back.
Seems like you could have pleaded self-defense.
The dudes were white, man.
Bro, you quit vaping. No, I just don't have it. Ah, fopping.
Yeah, right. You have to put me in one of those dark cells in D-block.
I'm going to make myself coffee. Yes.
Last my Achilles tendon.
That's right.
Out. You'll see why when you see D-block.
Tell me something. Through killing white guys?
Why?
Just figured maybe next time I wouldn't turn my back on you.
Hey, what's your name, man?
Frank. What's yours?
English.
See you later.
Horace?
I'm Eddie Beep. I'm Eddie Beep. You're disappearing again. It's like the spell that makes you float from Harry Potter. Oh my. Harry Potter, yes. Oh my. Oh my goodness.
Alexander, wait a second. What'd they do? Give a nigga of his own? Alexander?
I'm not going to dye my hair too soon. I need to, take care of it a bit.
Hi, I'm Bugsy.
Alexander, what?
Thanks. Hey, you new? Yeah. Well, wait a minute. I haven't seen a new guy in 6 months.
Yeah, it's nice to talk to people. How the Brooklyn Dodgers doing?
Moved to LA 2 years ago.
Oh,
When you think about it. When you think about it.
There's no light in it. Better deliver them books, Morris. Well, it was red.
Right.
Yes, when you think about it, yeah.
What's the flower?
That's something inside me.
Go blue, okay.
They're farms and wolves.
Go blue. Okay. Right.
I'm black. Ever paint?
Thank you, Cookie.
No. Why not?
Thank you, Cookie. You too, buddy.
You scared of dying?
I don't think so.
You better be. You heard Wolf. Wolf's gonna hear you. Where you going, Packer?
Hey. Special about those steps?
The higher you sit, the more status you got. So we kind of play king of the mountain. Except here we don't play for fun, man.
And you're king.
Yeah. Now I figure there's 2 reasons why you didn't sit down on my step. Either you're too scared, or you just hate niggas. Now which is it, boy? You too scared?
I just hate niggers. No one's ever busted out.
No one's ever made it. Everyone here has looked for a way out, but there ain't it. See those hacks? Those giants have 1 hack for every 7 cons. There's 1 hack for every 3 cons here. They start shitting at night instead of in the morning. They want to know why. Let's say you're gonna try it anyway. First, we've got to get out of the cell. Each bar has 6 hard, smaller bars sitting in a steel tube with extra steel poured in. But there ain't no way to explode out either. Shit. This island is solid rock. See that water? It's over a mile swim to land. The currents can seem like 10.
Oh, what do you mean you failed as a human being? Don't be like that. What do you mean aesthetic videos? What does that mean?
And even if you are a good swimmer, man, you won't have the time.
Yes, there's lots of hatred and abuse, yes. What are aesthetic videos?
Every day.
What does that mean?
Sometimes I think that's all this shithole is. 1 long count. We count.
You're not a failure.
The bulls count us, and the king bulls count counts.
Oh, don't be like that, so harsh on yourself. Why so harsh on yourself? Right.
I'm assigning you a permanent
What
job.
are aesthetic videos?
A carpentry shop. It's a paying job.
How much?
15 cents an hour.
Well, I always knew crime would pay.
the job. See you later.
I sleep lousy last night. But I slept.
Why are you so harsh with yourself? You don't need to be harsh with yourself.
Shake down yourself.
Remember, positivity. Yes. Positivity is the best thing. You think about it.
I guess anything you want bad times with the chance.
We'll be busting out. Hey, maybe there's a way out. It's on top of your head. Yeah, the ventilator shafts on top of our block.
How the hell do you get on top of the block?
That's the bull for the key.
Summer's coming on. It's getting cooler. Weather here's as crazy as the rock. Maybe crazier. Mark Twain once wrote, "The coldest winter we ever spent was the summer in San Francisco." I can. Wolf's coming at you. Is he handcuffed? Yes. Which one? He's right. Like D-Block, Wolf? You better, because you're going to rot in there for a long time. D-Block, Morris. He came at me. I said D-Block. When I get out of here, you're dead.
You may be dead before you get out.
Bye, see ya. What link?
Warren don't like anybody fighting.
Don't like them sticking up their cells either.
kick out of it? Hello? Oh! Frank?
Yeah.
If you ever try to get out of here, I want in.
Stay Winston. Why? Mystery mounds. We always have mystery mounds. Winston.
Okay, so you see that happen?
What's the movie this weekend? Some cowboy piece of shit.
Viste que yo was a gangster movie.
I may have found a way out of here. You looking at something? I figured the cell block's really getting old. The moist air is corroding the concrete. The salt is rusting the metal. I took a nail clip. I was digging around the grill at the back of the cell. I think with some work I can dig that grill out of there. Enlarge the hole and get into the utility core, which leads to the top of the cell block. And maybe out on the roof.
How would have the whole lot of work?
We can tear the hands out of magazines, no little risk though, so make cardboard out of it. Paint grills on that and put it back in the hole. Maybe partially obscure it with a towel or a bathrobe or whatever. I've ordered an accordion, which I'm going to put in my hole.
Suppose we make it out of the cell house. I don't know, we're going at the next count.
We'll leave at night. Wait, we won't know till the morning. I'm going to have to make some dummy heads. Make them out of plaster, cardboard, or whatever. Put them in the box. The guards won't know. You work at the barber shop, you get all the area. Over there across the bay. That's where you can. We're gonna steal some raincoats, some contact cement. We'll make a life raft and some life preservers out of it. I read how to do it in Popular Mechanics. They're gonna think we'll go to Frisco. Well, we won't. We'll go to Angel Island instead.
What about me?
You'll stand guard while I dig. I'll stand guard while you dig. You two trade off the same way.
What are our chances?
Slut. I'm in.
Me too.
Wanna go? Charlie. Yeah. Start digging. So keep an eye out for the bulls. You see one coming. You start whistling.
Thank you, Lexi. About to start in the kitchen now.
This is my daughter. She's getting married. He's white.
To battle together here in the cell.
For digging or sticking.
Dick,
It ain't easy, but I could show you. Planning on going somewhere. There hasn't been a day that I've been on this rock that I didn't think of busting out. If I'd known that I sliced him a tendon, I'd have sliced him a throat instead.
you with us? Give me a dime. No problem. Cost you 10 desserts. I need it tonight. No problem. Cost you extra 5. You give me a dime. I'll toss in 10 beetles for your mouse.
When you think about it, when you think about it, when you think about it. I don't know how to get rid of my unhappiness. I have so much unhappiness in my soul. I don't know what to do about it. It hurts so bad.
Great, what's married?
You see one of those bulls coming, you just start whistling.
Mm, 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 mm. 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 Mm.
Hey, Spook, let's go breakfast.
Still something burning. I don't smell anything. The hell must be my imagination. Working nights really gets to you after a while. Yeah, we gotta try it from my side. Good night, honey. Maybe back.
Oh, thank you, Amanda Green. You're a very lovely person. You're a very lovely, warm-hearted person, aren't you? Your heart burns with hatred. You just want to hurt others because you're in so much pain yourself. But you won't find an answer that way. The only way to make yourself happy is to improve yourself and not to judge others that you're not in a position to judge in the first place. You just want me to feel bad.
What I'm looking for. Yeah, but it won't get to the metal detector. I made it from a close pick.
I go on here to show thousands so that I can make a success on my TikTok. I bet no one watches yours.
I didn't try to hide it. Why would I try to take metal from a metal detector? Because you're stupid. Move it.
Everybody wants to hurt me. Everybody wants to hurt me, even though I'm so lovely. Even though I'm so lovely, everybody wants to hurt me, even though I'm so lovely. Why does everybody want to hurt me? I'm really, really lovely. Hatred doesn't win. Nobody want me. Nobody love me. Everybody hating me, even though I'm so sweetie. I am so sweetie, but nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. I just nobody loves me. Nobody wants me.
Open up 107. What'd you order this stuff for? You don't look like the painting type to me.
You and the power gonna look in the face.
Well, I'm looking you in the face, and I don't see jack shit.
Here, your coat. Hey, one of them's flesh colored.
She's so mad. I feel like we're going. God, here she comes. This is it. We played the pianos.
Nobody want me. Nobody love me. Me feeling badly. Me feeling sadly. Nobody wants to help me. Nobody care about me. Me feeling badly. Me feeling sadly. In a wee, in a wee. Nobody want me. Nobody love me. Nobody want me. Nobody want me. Nobody love me. Me feeling badly. Nobody want me. Nobody love me. Me feeling badly. Me feeling sadly. Nobody wants to help me. Thank you. Mother. 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 Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lexi. Bless you. Oh, yes, my beloved little son. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What should it be about? Mother. Yeah. Thank you. Mother. Yes, mother. There's this guy on TikTok. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, so interesting things. Oh, is it that cheapest one? Yes. Sheepers on TikTok. Yes, what about him? Yes. He's been making videos about his life and how he's going to be successful. Oh, yes, that very handsome man on TikTok. Oh, that's a sweet thing. What about him? Oh, yes, that very handsome man on TikTok talking about how it's going to be a success. What about it? It's actually scary to know. It's actually scary to know. I'm just doing a little 8. Mother. Mother. Oh, yes, my beloved little son. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yes, mother. There's this guy on TikTok. Oh, yes, interesting things. Oh, is it that cheapest one? Yes. Sheepers on TikTok. Yes, what about him? Yes. He's been making videos about his life and how he's going to be successful. Oh, yes, that very handsome man on TikTok talking about how he's going to be a success. What about it? It's actually scary to know. What was the other one? Oh, yeah, £1 guy. Ding dong. Hello, my dear customer. Welcome to my little store. You can find anything that your heart desires. We have in stock many products. Would you like to have anything look around? Yeah, mate. Yeah. All right. How much is this actually when you think about it? Oh, right, my dear friend customer. Oh, my dear customer, that's an excellent choice, I must say. That is a hair product for anti-fizz, and it's really quite some. Yeah, man, I know what it is. Just tell me how much does it cost, okay? Oh, well. Oh, well. You did ask for it. That comes to £1. What? What? £1. £1. Let me out. Mother, why? Not like these, please. £1. £1. £1. What makes you think you've got the right? £1. I'm good, mate. I quit 12 years ago. Oh, my. Oh, my. Please forgive my mistake. That comes to £558. I love it. I love it. Ding dong. Hello, my dear customer. Welcome to my little store. You can find anything that your heart desires. We have in stock many products. Would you like to have anything look around? Yeah, mate. Yeah. All right. How much is this actually when you think about it? Oh, my dear customer, that's an excellent choice, I must say. That is a hair product for anti-fizz, and it's made. Yeah, mate. I know what it is. Just tell me how much does it cost, okay? Well, you did ask for it. That comes to £1. What? £1. Mother, why? Not like these, please. £1. What makes you think you've got the right? £1. I'm good, mate. I quit 12 years ago. Oh, Mike, please forgive my mistake. That comes to £558. I love it. I love it. Ding dong. Mother! Mother! Mother. Have you seen my mother yet? It's another remix. Mother! Haddy beep. Mother! Haddy bitty beep. It's a mother remix. Haddy beep. Haddy bitty beep. Mother! Haddy bitty bop beep bumbo. Oh my god. Mother! Remix. Remix with my mama, yeah. Mother! Oh my god, it's our mother remix, yeah. What's she gonna do? Mother! Oh my god, mother! Everybody mother! Oh my god! Everybody mother, yeah. Have you seen my mother? My niece. Mother! It's a mother remix. Enter the dragon. It's a mother remix. Mother. Mother. It's a mother remix. Mother. Oh my God. Mother. Mother. Remix with my mama, yeah. Mother. Oh my God, it's our mother remix. Yeah, what's she gonna do? Mother. Oh my God, mother. Everybody mother. Oh my God. Everybody mother, yeah. Have you seen my mother? I need mother. Mother. Pricks, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I was in B&M earlier, right? And I got to the till, right? And this lady at the till, she was giving it big uns. Yeah. She was giving it the big uns, right? I was like, how much? She goes, £5.50. I was like, how do you beat your pregs? What are you going to do? How do you get wrecked pregs? What are you going to do? It's yours, that's it. It's on you now. You're going to have a little Ahmed, yeah? And when he's born, he's going to declare a jihad on you. What are you going to do about it then, yeah? You should have thought about that before you was giving it, yeah? How do you beat your pregs? What are you going to do? Yeah, I was in B&M earlier, right? And I got to the till, right? And this lady at the till, she was giving it big uns. Yeah. She was giving it the big uns, right? I was like, how much? She goes, £5.50. I was like, how do you beat your pregs? What are you going to do? How do you get wrecked pregs? What are you going to do? It's yours, that's it. It's on you now. You're going to have a little Ahmed, yeah? And when he's born, he's going to declare a jihad on you. What are you going to do about it then, yeah? You should have thought about that before you was giving it, yeah? How do you beat your pregs? What are you going to do? Yeah, I was in B&M earlier. Carry on, I'm just... Mother, there's the sky. Mother, no. Have you seen my mother, yo? Have you seen my mama, yo? Everybody had a bitty bit, no.
President Trump has again threatened Iran, demanding Tehran act quickly to agree a peace deal amid stalled negotiations. Writing on social media, Donald Trump said the clock was ticking and the Iranians should move fast or nothing will be left of them. Time is of the essence. Well, the message came as the president was due to speak with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday. Iranian media, meanwhile, reported the US has failed to make any concrete concessions in its response to Tehran's latest proposal to end the conflict. Our North America correspondent Joel Gunter has more.
There is a sense that negotiations between Iran and America are now very much at a standstill. The two sides have been passing these memos essentially back and forth, trying to find some common ground for negotiations, but making seemingly no progress. President Trump said that he had ripped up the latest Iranian offer after reading just one line. And the Iranian state media reported today that the latest US offer had contained no serious concessions. Now we have this threat from President Trump to wipe out Iran. It echoes that terrible threat he made last month to wipe out the country's entire civilization. And there are reports that both the US and Israel are preparing new attack plans. And we saw this morning a drone strike at a nuclear facility in the UAE. No radiation risk, apparently, and no one blamed, but certainly contributing to a sense of rising tensions. Now, President Trump has made these kind of threats before, of course, and then back down. But it reflects a really serious and apparently growing frustration that he has been unable to extricate himself from this unfinished and unpopular war with anything he can really sell back home as a win. And there is also no sense at the moment that the economic hardship for ordinary Americans is going away.
Thanks to Joel for that. Now, the price of oil remains elevated. International benchmark crude futures price now at around $111 a barrel, something that's being felt in economies right around the world, of course, amid rising concerns in energy markets as the summer season with its elevated fuel demands approaches. Sally Bundup is with me here. Hi, Sally. So what do we read into this current price?
Well, I mean, it's just gone below 111, actually.
Right.
So we basically saw the price of oil spike a little, up some 2% in overnight trading, following that post on social media put there by President Trump, because the concern is that the stalemate continues between Washington and Tehran. There is no progress. And once again, the president is putting out some very bold warnings to Iran. And all the mood music that we're getting in financial markets is that we're stuck. The Strait of Hormuz is shut, and therefore oil is not going to be flowing anytime soon. And that's a real concern. And therefore, we see the price of oil go up. Interestingly, we've got G7 finance ministers gathering very soon today in Paris. We can bring you some live pictures now of preparations for that. We've seen Christine Lagarde arrive already. She's the head of the European Central Bank. We've seen France's finance ministers speaking to the press. They're the hosts. So it's central bank governors and finance ministers, and they're going to be talking about this very problem. The strait is shut to all intents and purposes, and that has inflationary pressure on their economies, but all economies globally.
And what can they do about it, though? They'll be there
Exactly.
talking about it. What levers can they pull?
Well, exactly, Lewis. At the end of the day, they can't reopen that strait. If anybody could, President Trump would have tried that one already. What they're talking about is, okay, what can we do if this is even more prolonged than we expect? What emergency measures can we put in place? What reserves have we got available to us? And what can we do to support households and businesses in the meantime? And as far as Rachel Reeves is concerned, she already promised last week she'd be announcing something this week for help for households and businesses. But I mean, inventories around the world, they're getting lower and lower with every day that goes by. And for some economies around the world, certainly in Southeast Asia, I mean, they're net oil importers. So they are really feeling the pain at the moment. We'll have a lot more on this in business.
Sally, thank you very much for that.
Well, let's go back to day one when this all kicked off. Nuclear, regime change, no this. Now it's just far softer. It's what I think is now most likely is that Trump will negotiate something that looks exactly like the deal Obama managed to get with him.
Hello, welcome to the Trump Report. I'm Maddie Hale. It is, of course, Monday, so we're going to recap really what's happened over the weekend, but a little bit of late last week. Trump, of course, wrapped up this meeting with Xi Jinping in Beijing, so there's been a lot of aftermath when it comes to that. So just a reminder that you can watch this every day, Monday through Friday, on the Trump Report YouTube page. You can stream us as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and you can watch clips of the show on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My guest today is Finlay Grimble, CEO of Knightsbridge Strategy Group and a former advisor to the UK government. Finlay, thank you so much for joining the Trump Report.
No, thank you for having me. My pleasure.
Now, you've come on this show before, and you were quite popular with the guests because what you are is a war game expert, just for the audience to understand, you know, what really Knightsbridge Strategy Group is. And of course, you advise governments and big businesses on what could happen next in a crisis before it actually happens using war games. You simulate games and sanctions and economic shocks. So that's kind of why you're on the show, to really talk about these major conflicts that have been going on. So I want to start with China, and then we'll move into the latest on the Iran war. So Trump wrapped up his summit in Beijing with Xi Jinping late last week, and the main takeaway really was that Taiwan was the most important issue, and in Xi's words, could cause conflict between China and the United States. There are now concerns post-summit that Taiwan's defense and US military backing are being treated as negotiable leverage in a broader US-China deal, potentially involving Chinese purchases of American goods, cooperation on Iran, and of course the reopening of the Strait, and a wider trade deal between Beijing and DC. So what was your interpretation of the trip when it comes to this potential bargaining chip?
Yeah, I think overall it's nothing new. Looking at it as a spectator, we've not learned anything new about Trump's approach to international relations, right? He sees everything as a potential bargaining chip, and Taiwan is another piece that he can play to extract the concessions that he wants out of the China relationship, and then more importantly, how the China relationship fits into his wider view of world affairs.
Could Trump's Taiwan strategy backfire either way, either by angering Beijing if he approves of the arms sales, or by triggering pressure from US lawmakers demanding he go, even further in supporting Taiwan?
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I mean, it's a long-standing US policy to support Taiwanese defense. So I don't think that anything's likely to change on that. I think we have to be very, very careful about over-analyzing these interviews that Trump has done and saying, I might withhold things, I might do this, I might do that. It's very much his approach, and he's very ambiguous, but the entire US grand strategic policy towards the Taiwan-China issue has always been to be very ambiguous. So I think that eventually he is very likely to release the arms deal and approve it. I think it would be very odd for him to not in the end, but he will, you know how he is by now, right? We've been watching this for about 2 years. He will slowly make things unclear and suggest this and suggest that and try and get a deal. But everybody has very much caught on to this, and the Chinese are absolutely prepared for this negotiation strategy. So the trickery of this approach will no longer work, importantly.
Well, let's go off face value, Finlay, just for the emphasis of, trusting what the president says. And of course, that is not exactly what we would like to do, but let's go off. You talk about ambiguity. So Washington, they usually avoids declaring whether it would or wouldn't defend Taiwan militarily. They've got this strategic ambiguous thing, as you say. And, Trump in an interview with Fox News, he said, we will not defend Taiwan, and we are halting arms shipments to the island since they are themselves attempting to instigate a war against China. So how does this change things for both Beijing, who may have taken these comments, or the summit in general, as an opportunity, and Taiwan, who might get worried? I wonder, does
Good morning, my friend. Lady tips, let's go. Right. Okay, people. It's time for some lady tips. Let's go, right? So, let's set a scenario, yeah? You've been following some girl for about 5 minutes, yeah? She looks good. She looks fine, yeah? You want to get her attention. How do you do it, yeah? Easy. Don't be invasive. Don't hurt them. Don't go in their space too much. As you're walking past, gently tap them on the shoulder, yeah? Gently tap them on the shoulder like that, yeah? And when they turn around, look at them like this. You want to make eye contact, yes? You want to go, where are you going? Yeah, ask them where they're going. That shows interest. That shows interest. And when they don't tell you, say, you're not even worth it in the first place, yeah? Get out of it. Like that. That way you win. Okay, people. It's time for some lady tips. Let's go, right? So, let's set a scenario, yeah? You've been following some girl for about 5 minutes, yeah? She looks good. She looks fine, yeah? You want to get her attention. How do you do it, yeah? Easy. Don't be invasive. Don't hurt them. Don't go in their space too much. As you're walking past, gently tap them on the shoulder, yeah? Gently tap them on the shoulder like that, yeah? And when they turn around, look at them like you want to make eye contact, yes? You want to go, Where you going? Yeah, ask them where they're going. That shows interest. That shows interest. And when they don't tell you, say, you're not even worth it in the first place. Yeah, get out of it. Or that. That way you win. Okay, people. It's time for some lady tip.
Yeah, I'll be back. 2 seconds.
You didn't even know me. Sometimes I feel like going down from the way I like to. Sometimes I feel like I want to bum bum get away. I want to bum bum get away. Always on pursuit. That's all you love you give me. Bum bum tainted love. I don't do bum bum tainted love. Oh my God, so good song. Bum bum tainted love. Oh my God, so good song. When you bum bum tainted love. When you think about it, bum bum tainted love. Sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel like I want to bum bum get away. I want to bum bum get away. Always on pursuit. That's all you love it. Always bum bum tainted love. I don't do bum bum tainted love. Sometimes I feel like I want to bum bum get away. I want to bum bum get away. Always on pursuit. That's all you love it. Always bum bum tainted love. I don't do bum bum tainted love. Oh my God, so good song. Bum bum tainted love. Oh my God, so good song. When you bum bum tainted love. When you think about it, bum bum tainted love. Sometimes I feel like I want to bum bum get away. I want to bum bum get away. Always on pursuit. That's all you.
From December 2025 until May of 2026, basically Russians were able to attract to the military and sign around 148,000 contracts. And on the other hand, the casualties were at least 10 plus.
You don't even know me. You say that I'm not living right in a way. You don't understand me. So why do you judge my wife? You don't even know me. Haddy beep, haddy beep, haddy beep, haddy beep. You say that I'm not living right. Haddy beep, beep. You don't understand me. Haddy beep, beep. So why do you actually judge my wife? Think about it. You don't even know me. You say that I'm not living right in a way. You don't understand me. So why do you judge my wife? You don't even know me. You don't. don't even know me. You say that I'm not living right to me. You don't understand me. So why do you judge my wife? You don't even know me. Hadidi, 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 hadidi. You say that I'm not living right. Hadidi, hadidi. You don't understand me. Hadidi, hadidi. So why do you actually judge my wife? You don't. Why did you leave him? You didn't give him a chance. Why did you leave him? You didn't even give him a chance. Oh. He was so good to you. And you had said you had had enough. Enough. How dare you? You were always nagging him, telling him to tidy up after himself, telling him to wash his own clothes. You even told him to stop wearing his bib. Oh, he loved his little bib. His mum used to feed him with that. What's happening with the ladies today? They're so cruel. Why did you leave him? 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 You didn't even give him a chance. Oh. You were always nagging him. He loved his little bib. Why did you leave him? You didn't even give him a chance. Oh. He was so good to you. And you had said you had had enough. Enough. How dare you? You were always nagging him, telling him to tidy up after himself, telling him to wash his own clothes. You even told him to stop wearing his bib. Oh, he loved his little bib. His mum used to feed him with that. What's happening with the ladies today? They're so cruel. His mum used to feed him with that. What's happening with the ladies today? How do I add a caption? Ignore them. Ignore them. Don't listen to what they say. They're just trying to bring you down. Teddy beep.
Thousand more. So this is if we go in this direction further, it would deepen the crisis because indeed Russians were trying to attract people with money. This was their main strategy to replenish the military. And last year, as well as the beginning of this year, the bonuses, the regional bonuses in some regions are very high. Like in St. Petersburg, you can get around 4 million rubles for a contract. But still, with those really big bonuses, they are not able to sign as many contracts as they have planned.
Hello and welcome to Frontline. I'm Louis Sykes. Today we are speaking to Alicia Horinova, co-founder of the Ukrainian Security and Cooperation Center and a former advisor to Ukraine's Territorial Defense Forces. Alicia, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you very much for inviting.
Well, Alicia, last weekend we've seen one of the largest bombardments of the Moscow region in more than a year by Ukraine. Does this become a very different war if Ukraine has a kind of near-peer strike-back capability on Moscow, or are the Russians ready for this psychologically, do you think?
Well, we would see this soon enough, I would say, because this latest attack on Moscow region was quite stressful for Russians, for the locals at the area. And especially given the fact that this attack was conducted right after the victory parade, which took place as well in Moscow. So of course, this has been.
Why did you leave him? You didn't even give him a chance. Oh. He was so good to you. And you had said you had had enough. Enough. How dare you? You were always nagging him, telling him to tidy up after himself, telling him to wash his own clothes. He even told him to stop wearing his bib. Oh, he loved his little bib. His mum used to feed him with that. What's happening with the ladies today? They're so cruel. You don't even know me. You say that I'm not giving right to read. You don't understand me. Why do you judge my wife? You don't even know me. How did he just say that I'm not living right. You don't understand me. So why do you actually judge my wife? Sometimes I feel like I want to get away. I want to get away. Always on pursuit. And girl, you love it always. Chanted love. Chanted love. Oh my God, so good song. Chanted love. Oh my God, so good song. When you chanted love. When you think about it, chanted love. Okay,
Okay, people. It's time for some lady tips. Let's go, right? So, let's set a scenario, yeah? You've been following some girl for about 5 minutes, yeah? She looks good. She looks fine, yeah? You want to get her attention. How do you do it, yeah? Easy. Don't be invasive. Don't hurt them. Don't go in their space too much as you're walking past. Gently tap them on the shoulder, yeah? Gently tap them on the shoulder like that, yeah? And when they turn around, look at them like this. You want to make eye contact, yeah? So when they're going, where are you going? Yeah, ask them where they're going. That shows interest. That shows interest. And when they don't tell you, say, you're not even worth it in the first place, yeah? Get out of it. Like that. That way you win. Okay, yeah, I was in B&M earlier, right? And I got to the till, right? And this lady at the till, she was giving it big uns, yeah? She was giving it the big uns, right? She was like, I was like, how much? And she goes, £5.50. I was like, how do you eat your pricks? What are you going to do? How do you get wrecked pricks? What are you going to do? It's you, that's it. It's on you now. You're going to have a little Ahmed, yeah? And when he's born, he's going to declare a jihad on you. What are you going to do about it then, yeah? You should have thought about that before you just giving it, yeah? How do you eat your pricks? What are you going to do? Yeah, I was like, mother. How do you eat? Mother. How do you eat? It's another remix. How do you eat? Mother. How do you eat? Oh my God. Mother. Remix from my mama, yeah. Mother. Oh my God, it's our mother remix. Yeah, what's she gonna do? Ding dong. Hello, my dear customer. Welcome to my little store. You can find anything that your heart desires. We have in stock many products. Would you like to have anything look around? Yeah, mate. Yeah. All right. How much is it actually? When you think about it? Oh, man. Mother. Mother. Oh, yes, my beloved son. What's green? Yes, mother. There's this guy on TikTok. Oh, yes, interesting things. Is it that sheepish one? Yes. Sheepish on TikTok. Yes, what about him? Yes. He's been making videos about his life and how he's going to be successful. Oh, yes, that very handsome man on TikTok talking about how he's going to be a success. What about it? It's actually scary to me. Nobody wants me. Nobody loves me. We feel it badly. We feel it sadly. Nobody wants to help me. Hello, everyone. So now I'm having tuna. Coming up. I'm going to be tidying the kitchen. Welcome to join me, of course. And that's up to you, ultimately, isn't it? That's for you to decide. Do you want to see someone winning? Do you want to see someone losing? If you want to see some winning, tune in. If you don't want to, tune out. Oh, how I love my facts. Coming up. I'm going to be tidying the kitchen. Welcome to join me, of course. And that's up to you, ultimately, isn't it? That's for you to decide. Do you want to see someone winning? Do you want to see someone losing? If you want to see someone winning, tune in. If you don't want to, tune out. Oh, how I love my facts. Coming up. People have been asking me what it's like to be a TikTok star, which I totally am. I tell them it's not easy. In fact, it's scary to me, in a way. People have
asking me what it's like to be a TikTok star, which I totally am. And I tell them it's not easy. In fact, it's scary to me, in a way. People.
You're no good to me, I don't need nobody, don't need no one, that's no good to me, beep, beep, beep.